Hey, what's going on everyone? I'm the OPJellicent and we're back here on Pokemon Showdown. I built a squad around SD Groundium Z Haxorus. I love the fact that Groundium Z is able to go ahead and ignore Levitate from Pokemon like Rotom Wash and the Lotties due to Mold Breaker right here. And just catching Pokemon like Magearna and Jirachi with Earthquake with the Groundium really helps out late game Mega Alakazam. Because I don't really have any other Dragon Stab, I ran Dragon Claw because I'm not obviously the Dragonium set, so we want to have reliable Dragon coverage, SD, and then Poison Jab just to help out with Feeny and Bulu. Megazam is one of our best win cons on the team. Max Speed Timid, Speed Ties Arrows, Outspeed Zeraora, all that goodness. We have Max Special Attack right here. We have Choice Specs. Magnezone is able to go ahead and eliminate Pokemon that both of these struggle with. For example, Pokemon like Celesteela, Mega Scissor. The team as a whole just struggle with those Pokemon too, so Specs Magnezone is great. Choice Scarf Tapu Bulu is our speed control and our Greninja pivot. Tornadus T right here is a Rocky Helmet Defogger and our ground immunity. And then finally our Stealth Rocker right here is Jirachi, which also gets Healing Wish support. So that will be the team. You can find it down below in the description if you do wish to try it out. And let's get right into the games. Alright, I've got a game right here. My opponent has Mono Dragon Squad. Should be interesting for sure. That's really kind of threatening against me. I actually don't deal with like Goodra very well. Haxorus kind of spams Dragon Claw, but I do have to predict Altaria after it Mega Evolves, which is always scary. Regarding lead matchup, Garchomp just leads well against my entire team, which is kind of unfortunate. I guess I'll just throw this out against Garchomp because it's not really doing anything against anything else anyway. I'll just go for the Scarf Woodhammer here. As I do 60, okay, that's fine. I feel like there's no way they stay in, so I'll go Jirachi here. As they actually detail me into Torn. Okay, that's not actually that bad. I'm gonna defog here. And the reason for that is I feel like this is probably not the Zmon. I feel like it's probably Kyurem. Okay, so this is interesting. I feel like they're definitely defensive, but I don't think they're going to Dragon Claw again. I'm just going to Dragon Claw here and knock it out. Okay. Cool. So Haxorus picks up its skill. I can use the Groundium Z against a Dragulge, I guess. Like, that's the only target I have right here. I guess the Mold Breaker could, allow me to hit the Lottie too. Altaria comes out. I think my best option is going out into... Honestly, Poison Jabbing on the Dragon Dance is an okay play. Yeah, because I know the Dragon Dance is coming. I can't really let this sweep me just yet. Let's go out here into Jirachi now on the return. Yeah, now what I can do is just start spamming Iron Head. I don't really care about the Earthquake. I was just trying to get in my Megazam, which I know for a fact outspeeds this, so let's go ahead and Mega Evolve and Psychic to knock this out. It should be able to do the job, I would imagine. Nice, we're able to get rid of that. Kyurem Black or Lottie would be their next bring-ins right here, unless it's Assault Vest Dragulge. They know I have Psychic, so actually I guess Goodra makes sense too. I don't know why I didn't think of that. I'll throw out Tapu Bulu, I guess. I really don't need this mon. As what I can do here is just go ahead and... Honestly, I like the idea of going Torn and clicking Knockoff here. I know an Ice Beam is possible, but I also feel like they may pivot into Dragulge or Kyurem, and I really value damage on both of those. They actually go out into Lottie here. Okay, so I can knock off Lottie. This is not their Mega as we've seen, so I'll go for the knockoff here. That does a lot of damage, jeez. As I knock off his Specs and they try to catch something with a hidden power, I can just U-turn out now. That did not kill, but I can just go out into this guy. And then once again, Alakazam can just come in and click Psychic for free. As they go hard, that took nothing. Jeez. Calm down there, Goodra. Why do I feel like I beat this 1v1 with Calm Mind Recover? Yeah, I'm gonna beat this with Recover. So I'll Psychic here. Maybe I shouldn't be risking it. Maybe I should just switch out. I think it is actually worth staying in, though, to weaken this even more. What is it really helping out, though? I guess it's gonna help out my Magnezone spamming moves late game, but I don't think that's a very reliable endgame anyway. Let's go out into it right here. Keep the Zam healthy, just in case, it's Scarf on something. I guess I'm dying to any Scarf hit anyway, so... I don't know if it's a big point. Actually, I should keep Magnezone in case they Scarf into a Dragon move like Outrage. Let's instead go Tornadus. Tornadus is fine. We've already seen this guy wants to go for Dragon Pulse, which is perfectly okay. It catches any sack they want to make like Lottie too, so I'm perfectly okay with just going for the U-turn here. Or even the knockoff if they stay in. Either way works for me. I'm just trying to make sure I don't choke against the late game dragons right here. Haxorus should in theory clean up, but they definitely have a Scarfer in the back. That's what they're trying to set up right here, so that's why I'm keeping my Magnezone. Now obviously Dragonium Z would be a little bit better in case they have a random Haban Berry. And I wish I got my rocks up too, but it'll be okay. Like worst case, I'll just Psychic the Kyurem, and then I can go for the Dragon Claw after with Haxorus, and that'll be fine. This guy's really thinking about this, whether he wants to stay in and continue attacking or not, because I think he's realized he doesn't switch in. You know what? There's no reason for me to not Psychic here. It's not going to 2-hit KO though, is it? Yeah, it's definitely not going to 2-hit KO even with a drop. Let's go Torn. And if this guy goes down to 60 seconds, which he does, I'll be right back. So my opponent decided to go right here for the Power Whip, which is a fine play. All I actually need is damage on the Kyurem for Haxorus, so I'm just going to knock off here. As they go Dragulge, it is a Specs Dragulge, okay. That is good information. I think Hurricane's not a bad play, and then I can just get in my Alakazam after. I actually got a really unfortunate crit, which allows me to just go right here for the U-turn into Zam, I think. Alternatively, I'd just knock off and scout for whether they're Scarf on anything. I want to know if something's Scarf or not. This is Scarf, right? Let's go for a knockoff here and find out. Yeah, it's Scarf. Okay, that's good to know. I'm really glad I know that now. I can just bring in my Magnezone here, go right for the... I guess the Specs Volt Switch would make sense on the Lottie Sack. Just bring in my Zam. They, I guess, are going to bring out the Kyurem again, right? That would make the most sense. And there's not an attack they can lock themselves into. Yeah, they have to go out into this first, and I think they're going to try to go for Earth Power in the end. I'll just Psychic here for the damage as they Earthquake. I'll just continue spamming Psychic. Now all I have to do is bring in my Haxorus, Dragon Claw, and there's not an attack this Kyurem can win with. I just Dragon Claw here. Earth Power is the only way they're killing my Specs Magnezone, and I can just Dragon Claw here. As they Outrage, that won't help them. I just knock them out with Specs Flash Cannon. Actually kind of a close game against Mono Dragon right there. A little bit interesting, but I'll take the win, and I will be right back. Alright, I've got another game right here. I can perhaps try to Groundium Z the Jirachi right here. In fact, I'm tempted to lead off with this, but it's very clearly going to be either Duel lead or Ohko lead, and I don't really like Haxorus against either of those in particular. I guess it kind of does well against either, just clicking ground. So let's just go ahead and do this, as they lead Zap. Not really something I wanted to see right away. Let's go ahead and pivot to... Like, Bulu's speed control is very nice right here. I could definitely see... You know what, I don't necessarily need it. Let's go Magnezone as my pivot. And then, I'm honestly thinking I might have to double out on the Drill. That's the tough thing. But Magnezone can come in here on the Toxic, okay. Do I have to switch out on Drill, or can I pivot in after? I don't pivot into Drill, that's something I definitely see right here. I'm gonna go for Volt Switch anyway, and then use Torn as my pivot. So, they do go for Heat Wave, this is absolutely great. I get a ton of damage on the Zapdos, and they don't switch into Zam with this team. I'll go for Shadow Ball here in case they try to go Jirachi as their pivot, as they do, but yeah, they don't switch into Zam at all. I also get to find out whether this is lefties or not, and depending on whether I 2-hit KO, that is not lefties. That is a Scarf Jirachi for sure. I can get a Helmet Chip off with this now too, nice. So Jirachi is really just here for Healing Wish support at this point. Tapu Koko comes in now. Here's where some issues arise, because I have to go Magnezone and sack that off to, I think, a Specs Volt Switch, and they're going to get an Excadrill, okay. So I'm in a little bit of a tricky scenario now. I can go out into Haxorus, that's definitely not a bad play. I would love to get my own rocks up, but that's not really an option against a Drill. I think I'm going to go out into Scarf. Scarf Bulu is so good now that I have these two weakened. So I think I'll go Haxorus first because Bulu is better, and try to get my rocks up later and just spam Horn Leech late game. That looks like a great endgame possibility for me. So let's Earthquake here, bring them down to a Focus Sash as they decide to go for that. I think I have no reason not to Dragon Claw here. This guy really went hard Feeny, okay. Interesting hard Feeny pivot. Let's go Torn here on the Nature's Madness. I do value a knockoff on this, so I think I just go for that. The other option is U-turning out into Zam, but I'm going to go for the knockoff first, as they Moonblast for a bit. Really not that big of a deal. Zam comes in on this. As they make a great play, go for another Nature's Madness. I can just Psychic. They get blown away by Zam now, too. I just realized this thing is going to destroy their team. I can just recover up on this, too, now that their lefties are gone. So they try to go Drill. This Drill was not Scarf. Yeah, my Haxorus did outspeed it earlier. I can just Psychic here to kill that. Kyurem's their only play. They do go Jirachi, though. I guess I'll just use my Torn to kill this now. Ooh, they do make the Healing Wish play. Good play there. But Zam beats this. They literally cannot deal with Zam using this Mon. I'll just recover up here. Moonblast is doing a good amount, but even if they get the Spatak drop, which they do, I think I just want to use my own Jirachi as my pivot now. Let's just start clicking Iron Head. Or actually, I'll get up Rocks first as they go Zapdos and then U-turn into Zam on the Roost, and just click Psychic again. Yeah, that's going to be the damage that I need. They opt to go for Toxic over knocking me out, interestingly. I don't know why, but I'm pretty sure they just lost to Scarf Bulu from this position anyway. They're going to go out into Feeny here. I guess they're going to try to defog with this, and that didn't have it. That would be like my only explanation here. Let's bring this guy out and just start clicking Iron Head. They're unfortunately faster than me. Okay, they taunt me, which is fine. Then bring out their Tapu Koko. I think I just go hard Bulu on the Thunderbolt. And honestly, I'm just going to Horn Leech here. And get rid of the Tapu Koko. Nice. Kyurem Black is now here. Z-Hail is actually an issue. If there's Z-Hail, I'm kind of messed up. I'll sack off my Torn here as they sub. Hitting the Hurricane will be huge, as I do hit, which is really nice. And now I think my play is literally just go Jirachi and click Iron Head to weaken it. That does absolutely nothing. I can just Iron Head again. And look at all that train recovery. This is great. I was able to get the opening that I wanted. Honestly, they played their resistances really badly. That shouldn't matter. I just go Zam here and click Psychic. It knocks that out, and I just use Scarf thing for this. So I just knock that out. And Tapu Fini can't beat the remainder of my team. If it doesn't die here, it'll die to my Bulu. It does just die right there. We're able to go ahead and pick up the win. I'll be right back. Alright, I found the next game right here. That Mamoswine is a little bit tricky as a lead matchup right here. I really don't know what I want to use to deal with that. I think I need my Bulu for Greninja right here, but Bulu is like super useless against everything else. I'm going to throw it out. As they lead Tangrowth, okay. Could have Sleep Powder, which would be frustrating for sure. I will use my Torn as my pivot initially, as they go for Sludge Bomb, and unfortunately they poison me right away, which is going to lower my longevity a lot. This really sucks because Hurricane was kind of spammable here too. I'll go for the knockoff first as they go Magnezone. Is this Z? That is Z. So it's probably going for a sub here then. Let's just U-turn out into my Jirachi and just get up my rocks on this. Yeah, there's that substitute. I can always U-turn out, which is really the only reason why I was actually okay with doing this. Yeah, there's that. That's a Gigavolt Havoc. I guess I'll just keep this now, but I still have my Bulu around, which is really nice. Now that the Z is gone, I'd imagine Magnezone can take this on, but I have to hit Focus Blast, which I really don't want to do right yet, so let's go out into Magnezone here on the Thunderbolt. And then, I guess, I'm going to hope I get a slow Volt out of here. I unfortunately don't. A little bit annoying. I'll go Haxorus on the Fire move. Yeah, that's fine. I'm tempted to just SD here. Let's do that. They go hard Lottie, okay. That's a really offensive switch in. I have to go Jirachi on this, on the Draco. I mean, the Draco wouldn't have done too much. I get a slow U-turn out here. If they've already shown their Z move, so this is not Ghost DM or anything like that. I think they're going to pivot back to Magnezone or maybe even Tangrowth here. I could see them staying in, I guess. I don't know what I would accomplish for them. I guess if this is Calm Mind, I'm kind of messed up here. Are you Calm Mind? Okay, they don't actually let's show me. I'll bring this back in. This guy went hard Lottie last time. That was an interesting play. I'll Earthquake this time and knock it out. Okay. Now, this Haxorus is still a late game breaker. Very nicely, too. Regarding their Scarfers, I could see maybe Scarf. It could be Scarf Lottie, but I could also see Scarf Mamo here. I'm going to calc against this Mamo right now. Life Orb. I want to see if I live a Life Orb Ice Shard and how much my Z is going to do to it. Yeah, that's not going to kill. Yeah, it doesn't kill it. So if Mamoswine comes in, I don't stay in. My sack is... Torn can still be good against Pinsir. Jirachi is my Lottie check, but it's also healing with support. Honestly, I'm going to fire this off. It's not going to kill it, but it's very worth it. Especially because I feel like they might go for rocks. They do go for the Crash, unfortunately, for myself. Not the greatest, but... Hey, I guess it's not the end of the world. I can just bring in my... I want to keep Zam out of range of Quick Attack if at all possible, so maybe that's not my best option here. Torn probably dies to Ice Shard if I had to guess. You know what? Maybe it doesn't. They've shown what? Icicle Crash? It could be Banded too for all I know. If Torn can take a Life Orb Ice Shard, I'm going out into it. Yeah, U-turn should kill them because I'm not minus attack, I don't think. I live in Ice Shard most of the time. They've not shown Life Orb, meaning I should be able to take this without an issue. Let's bring this out. Let's go for the U-turn here. I'm assuming that's Banded, right? That looks Banded for sure. Just based on the fact that I didn't see Life Orb and... Okay, I'm actually eating that up. I'm able to get rid of them right there. Nice. That's really helpful. Zam is about to have a lot of fun. In fact, I could go Zam here, but... What reason do I have to not go Zam here? Hold up. Let's see if they want to get lured first. Let's go Tapu Bulu and try to catch this Pinsir. Or even Gran. If it's... I guess it could be Scarf Purdy and Gran. Alright, come on. Show me Pinsir. They go Tang. Okay, so they're scared of Scarf for sure. I'll go Torn on the knockoff. They get rid of my helmet. I think I just go for a... I want to be careful. Tapu Bulu will not take a +2 quick attack. I have to keep this. So I'm going to U-turn out. The reason I'm keeping that is because it's the only thing that can actually maybe take on Pinsir late game. Pinsir could win this game, which is unfortunate, but I'll go for the Shadow Ball here to pick off the Lati at least. Tangrowth would come in next, as could Gran. Gran would literally be making off a Focus Blast miss, which I don't know if I'm going to go for yet. Because Alakazam could be really nice late game. They go Tangrowth, which I'm pretty sure I 1v1, so let's just start Psychicking. Yeah, I do a lot. They try to Sludge Bomb Poison me, which isn't really going to work out. Focus Blast here in case they try to pivot. Okay, there's the knockoff. Is this a choke if I stay in again? It is. Let's switch out. Let's go Magnezone on the Sludge Bomb. Okay, nice. They're trying to catch my Bulu, which I would never send in. That's not a play. Let's Specs Flash Cannon here. Nearly knock that out. This just gives me free Volt Switch, which I really like. They don't switch into this. I could just see them sacking off their Grand, but they should sack off Tang and try to use their offensive core as an endgame. Yeah, there it is. I honestly think I'd just go Tapu Bulu. Now, the problem with this maneuver is I'm not going to Horn Leech to the Grand because it just gives the Pinsir an SD. Here's this. I just Stone Edge here. And it just comes down to if I hit, I guess. Sorry if you guys heard the banging downstairs. They're closing those cabinets very, very heavily. I don't know. Let's go ahead and Stone Edge here, and then I guess it's just going to come down to the Grand set. I just need to hit right here. I was capped this Bulu in the back just for this lure. Yes, yes. Okay, nice. Beautiful. Z Happy Hour Gren, I don't think is an endgame. I guess I'll just Stone Edge in case it is Z Happy Hour. Okay, it's Dark Pulse, meaning I just switch out. Sack this guy off, bring this back in. Horn Leech here. And I still outspeeded, that'll be that game right there. So we're able to go ahead and win. Definitely got scary at parts, especially when I had to sack my best breaker in Haxorus, just because I did not respond to Mamoswine whatsoever. But hey, a win's a win, and I'll be right back. Alright, I've got another game right here. My opponent is very weak to Horn Leech spam, especially if I can catch the Heatran with a superpower, but I'm going to try to pressure it in other ways. My Groundium Z Heatran right here, sorry, my Haxorus can do a lot of work, maybe catching their Tyranitar or even their Tapu Fini at +2. Those are all cool scenarios. I'll let you with Torn on the Medi, I think. As they lead Land OT, which is, I mean, it's not annoying, but I'll go for the U-turn right away as they decide to stay in. They likely just go for Rocks or their own U-turn if I had to guess. I'll get in Tapu Bulu, I guess. As they do go for Stealth Rocks right there. I like the idea of just going Torn on the U-turn. Yeah, this is annoying because they got to keep their Rocks up due to my, I just mismaneuvered right there. What do I do about this then? Because I can't stay in here. Magnezone is valuable, but it just invites in Medi. It's not valuable, sorry, because they have Heatran and Land. I guess Flash Cannon is actually kind of spammable, depending on whether I can predict Heatran. They should just never give me the Heatran right here. That should be their game plan. I think what I want to do is go... Let's go Tapu Bulu. As they should go for a raw Thunderbolt. Wasn't really predicting right there. They should always go Scarf Lando, but they should... It's called Scarf Lando, I just realized, and it just showed me Helmet. I'm going to Wood Hammer. As I get a crit through the defensive Lando, could be worse for me, because I just took a ton of recoil on my best win con. I can Horn Leech it back though, so I guess that's okay. Heatran hits the field now. I could make an offensive play to Haxorus, but it kind of just maxed their Team Clean Earthquake anyway, so I don't really see the point. Jirachi's valueless here, so I'll just go out into that. They go for a sub, which is kind of a cool play. I'll just get up my rocks here, and then... I guess what I want to do is U-turn out. Yeah, get the slow U-turn out of here. Faster there. They're definitely faster than my Magnezone. Okay, I see what I gotta do. I'll go out into this guy. This was a mistake. I should have kept this. I am gonna keep it, I think, and go Zam. I should have gone Zam. Man, what am I doing? I'm gonna superpower it. And then get in Haxorus here. That's my play. And all I have to do is... Earthquake? Yeah, that Bulu was a misplay. This thing being gone would have really helped out my... I would have been super golden with Tapu Bulu the moment that Heatran goes down, but I kind of messed up my positioning right there. Not my best play at all, but I get a Specs Volt out of here, which is kind of nice. They don't really deal with that. I can actually just go for a very easy endgame with my Megazam, because they don't pivot into that at all, but it requires hitting Focus Blast on T-Tar, assuming that's not Assault Vest. If it's Assault Vest, it eats a Focus Blast, which is unfortunate, but I guess we'll find out one way or the other. I don't really see how else I can go about this. I don't think, because they know that my Bulu... Did I ever show them the Scarf Bulu? Maybe not. Yeah, that Scarf Bulu misplay is going to really cost me right here. I should have kept it in case they ever sacked off the Heatran, and then Hornleech should have been super spammable. That was okay, so they're actually giving me damage on this. I think I win with Zam. That's not even AV. Meaning, I just bring out my Haxorus again. Just go for the Earthquake here. They're going to sack this off and then go Medi. Yeah, that's their option. Yeah, Medicham comes out. At this point, there's not really a ground type I need my Torn for, and I do value the damage that I'm going to get right here. In fact... Okay, they do have Bullet Punch. That's unfortunate. Let's go ahead and bring out my Alakazam right here. I'll check my DM after the battle. I'll just go right for the Shadow Ball. Like, I don't even think the thing coming in can beat me. They just take their chip, which is, like, totally fine. This is probably the Scarfer, then. I think I just sack off my Jirachi at this point. And then get in my Magnezone or Haxorus, depending on what play they make. I just gotta keep Haxorus, or I guess Magnezone, to not lose to Scarf. Okay, so they actually go for, I think, a Scarf U. I'm gonna assume that Scarf U-turn and go out into this guy. Go right for a Specs Volt Switch under Train. Yeah, that's definitely a Scarfmon, so... As long as I keep my Magnezone, I can't lose to Tapu Koko. We know that now. They're gonna sack off their Tapu Fini here every time. And I think I'm good in this endgame right here. Haxorus is more valuable than Zam, is something that's, like, important right here, too. So let's see. I'm able to go ahead and get this Volt Switch out. I think I'm fine, despite the fact that I misplayed my Bulu. Especially because they decided to go out into this instead of the other thing. Because now I bring this in. Just click Earthquake here. Ford class will not be able to take this into... I have to Z it. To kill. I don't think Poison Jab's going to do that damage. And this is stronger than Poison Jab. This is a 180, this goes up to 160. So yeah, knock that out. And then all I actually have to do is keep my Zam. And then I just go Magnezone after this. I just Earthquake. They go for the D-Gleam. I just bring this guy out. Click Thunderbolt as they sack that off. There's not an attack this can kill me with at all. Yeah, they go for Thunderbolt. That won't knock me out. And we are able to go ahead and pick up this win. Specs Magnezone to Train is way too strong. And I'll be right back. So the player I just found didn't choose a lead, so that was a free win. And now I'm here. I can actually Ground Z through the Mimikyu's Disguise if I want. I just really hate that they have, like, so many Ground Z switch-ins. I'll lead Haxorus. Ooh, this is tempting. I feel like there's no way they stay in. But, you know what? I've tried to get this to work so long. Come here. Goodbye, Volcanion. I'll take it. And, yeah, we're able to get rid of a Mon-turn 1. I was trying to do it against Mimikyu through that Disguise, but I don't really... I guess I had Bulu, but then I'm risking Burns by Steam Eruption and all that, so... Lando T, right, comes out here. I can just go Torn. I don't really need Torn here. It doesn't really stop any of their other prominent win cons, being Magearna, Zera, and Arrow. So just go for Hidden Power Ice, which is, I guess, fine. I can just go for, like, Hurricane. Or even, just, yeah, Hurricane's fine. As they go hard Magearna, that is Assault Vest. I'll just knock off the AV. Knocking off that AV is going to be great for Zam. Zam can just spam Psychic in a little bit right here. So let's get rid of that. Yeah, goodbye Assault. They crit Ice Beam, which was not part of the plan, as I'm sure you all knew, because now I can't get my Torn as my ground immunity. That kind of messes my entire plan up, but I guess we'll go Magnezone here. What I'm going to do is get my Fast Volt into Jirachi. On the Hidden Power Fire. Yeah, this is not very great anymore. I kind of needed my Torn, but I guess we'll make it work. And go from here. Let's see, they can go... The damage that I have on this is great. They're probably going to go Lando, right? Because they want their rocks up now that I have mine up. They're really weak to Scarf Bulu at this point. In fact, what I'm going to do right here is get the slow U-turn out. Well, I guess it's fast, okay? I guess they're that slow. Let's go Haxorus on the Stealth Rocks. I anticipated rocks, which is why I did this. And what I can do here is just go right for the... Honestly, the Poison Jab, because I don't want that Mimikyu coming in. That is so loud. I hope my mic's not picking that up very much, but we'll see. I'll listen back to it after and see if I want to use this or not. If they decide to go here into their Magearna, I could see them going back to Lando on the EQ just for the Intimidate. But then you're taking more damage unnecessarily. I don't know if that's something they actually want to do. I just realized my Scarf Bulu doesn't actually outspeed the Aerodactyl, so that's a thing. Let's just Dragon Claw here. I just want damage on this for Scarf Bulu. That's really all I care about. Nice, that's the damage. So I just come in here now. Hit this up with a Hornleech under terrain. I don't think it takes it, like, at all. We know it's Rocky Helmet, so it's not the Z or whatever. Fly Z, I guess. They can't really switch out here. Nothing else comes in. Mimikyu should die to rocks plus 2 Hornleeches. They sack off the Magearna, so now I'm back at full, which is great. Just to get back Lando. I feel like defensive Lando lives when I'm at -1. OU defensive against Bulu. Yeah, this is gonna live. Oh, you can do Intimidate yourself now. I didn't know that. Let's get rid of this. Let's put myself at -1. Yeah, I don't do enough. I also don't switch in. But I have to try. So let's bring this in on the Earthquake. Just go for Iron Head, honestly, and just spam that until I'm out of here. I do get my lucky flinch. I'll take that. I'll actually take the double down, too. I don't mind. And then I'll just get in, like, I guess, Tapu Bulu again. If Aerodactyl comes in, that's kind of bad. Because it speed ties with Zam, and that's not great. But I'm expecting Mimikyu. I'm very much expecting Mimikyu. I also think that they could be Adamant Arrow. And I want that arrow to take the Rock's turn. So they go Zeraora. I think I have to Woodhammer it. Oh, I might not outspeed this either. Yikes. That sucks. I think I lose. Let's Woodhammer here. Okay, I'm able to get rid of that. I hope they go Mimikyu, but they should go Arrow first. And then I think it literally just comes down to the tie between Zam and Arrow for this game. Yeah, keeping my Tornado would have been great, because I would have gotten Helmet Chip off on this Mimikyu for the late game. I think, okay, they do go Mimikyu, actually. Okay, it still comes down to the tie, but now it guaranteed comes down to the tie. Okay, there's an, actually, do I just lose? Yeah, because this Shadow Sneak here, I have to go Zam, and then I guess, like, no, I have to go Magnezone and hope that I live whatever they have. So I'm going to Flash Cannon here. They're going to go for the Z and just knock me out, aren't they? Yeah, there's the Z. There's nothing I could really do right there. I'll go ahead and drop a GG. Losing my Torn definitely sucked to that crit. But getting rid of the knockoff was really important for Zam. Unfortunately, Zam never got to hit the field prior to that. But we did get the Groundium Z kill on Volcanion, so that was cool, and I'll be right back. Alright, I've got another game right here. My opponent is very weak to the Haxorus, actually. If I SD up and Poison Jab the Feeny, that'll really open up the door for my Alakazam. Alakazam is a great endgame right here. I just don't want to let it get chipped down by Fake Out and whatnot. Recover can increase my longevity, of course, so that's great too. This team doesn't lead against Lando, is something that I've noticed, so I want to lead off with Torn on the Lando. As this guy leads Heatran, okay. Yikes. Do I value knockoff damage on this? It's good for Magnezone, I guess. If it's Z, though, I'm kind of messed up. It is, leftovers. Well, I have to U-turn out into my Haxorus on the rocks. I'll SD here on the Feeny, and I'm just going to take my 90%. Honestly, I feel like I'll live a Moonblast, too. Yeah. Just knock it out here. Lopunny should come in next. Actually, Lopunny shouldn't come in next because that invites in my Zam, so... I don't know why they did this, but the Zam is here now. My best play is just Focus Blast, but that requires hitting. I'll click it. Yeah, because if I can't let this come in, right? Now I can just Shadow Ball. Knock out the Heatran, which is great. Orlando T comes in here. I'll go Torn on the U-turn. Torn is important, but at the same time, it gets chip on everything, which is cool. I'll go Jirachi here on the Frustration. I think I just throw up my rocks at this point. As this guy goes Kartana. I don't mind having this thing take the hit. They actually go for that, which just gives me this mon. I just don't have a reason not to Shadow Ball, right? I guess I'll Psychic as they go Gren. I'm just going to try to hit Focus Blast. I don't have to do that yet. I really don't have to do that yet at all. Let's switch out. They go Lando here. Let's go out into this here. That's in range of my Psychic now. Now, I think this is the Scarfer, so that's interesting. Lopunny comes back. Always Jirachi. It's my expendable mon. As they high jump kick. And then they miss. Yikes. That just sucks. That's just terrible. They go hard Gran. I deserve to miss too, but I'm not gonna go for it yet. If I miss, then I just give that Pokemon the opening, the Lopunny. So there's a Spike. That's fine. I can just Horn Leech here. So this guy's making all the obvious switches now, so I have no reason to predict it. I just go out into Jirachi and then get in Zam again. Breakneck Blitz. Just get this guy in. Psychic here. Knock out the cart. They have to go out into, I guess Lopunny could work first. This is their Scarfer, as we've seen. Psych off Torn here to the edge, because I'm pretty sure I literally just bring this out now and Horn Leech 3 times. So they give me that to get in Lopunny. Yeah, they just saw that I got Terrain first, so I just win this game. Lame miss for sure. That definitely just turned the tide in my favor. And they're going to go ahead and forfeit. That'll be that. So we end off at 5-1, which is definitely a solid record. I did hope you all enjoyed. You can find this team down below in the description if you do wish to try it out yourself. And I will see you next time. Later.